Nigga sent his ass to kids and still is on.
So back almost a decade ago, there was a kid who took the internet by storm, and his name was James Charles. This guy came around and exploded all over social media in only a couple of months.
Lil D, Lil D took me to his hood. Lil D took me to his hood. What the? Okay, but so okay, sure. Let's skip that. That low key sounds like the hub scene, bro, or the hub title. But yeah.
Landing a spot on one of the most prestigious magazines in the world right after going viral for the very first time.
My name is James. For those of you who don't know me, I'm a 16-year-old makeup artist from New York.
Within years, he rapidly became the golden boy of his side of YouTube, and overall he was one of the fastest growing influencers on planet Earth, generating some of the most money that anyone from the online space had ever seen. But when we fast forward to the present day, he has lost hundreds of millions of dollars in brand deals, his name and reputation are in the dirt, and he completely ruins any chance he had at being the next internet billionaire. The real story of James Charles is plagued with lies, disgusting messages, mistreatment of employees and friends, and much more. And it really all boils down to the fact that he is incredibly entitled in every aspect of his life. This is the story of how the Golden Goose slowly morphed into one of the darkest chapters in internet history.
Hi, sisters! I will not be talking about this anymore. It is done with. For me, as a gay man, to DM this.
Was that like a okay? How did that whole hard sisters thing even start? I don't. That was the clip that basically brought everything and showed everyone blah 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 blah. But yeah, literally, how exactly did that whole thing start? It was not like a birthday party. That whole thing was iconic, bro. It's so iconic. People still remember that shit today. Mention James Charles, and people are gonna still say, "Hi, sisters." That shit. It's iconic. Well, yeah.
Same
it's probably like a birthday party. I'm gonna assume that.
Person in private with a simple compliment is predatory. For me, as a gay man, to DM the same person in private with a simple compliment is predatory. Engage in a flirty conversation.
Okay. If they're underage, and I it's like okay, it's like me chatting to like a. Okay, I'm not. Why am I using me? It's gonna make me look like a predator. But yeah, it's like a person chatting to what someone who's like 12, and oh my days, some creepy shit. Oh, you are so cute. You're pretty. You have to put like kissing emojis and shit, bro. It's predator. If it's 17-year-old, predator. That's under the actually 16 is the age consent now. Yeah, whatever. It's like okay, 15. They say you talk to a 15-year-old. Boom. And you're like a 57-year-old, and you call him or her cute. Like, bro, that is predatory. That is weird. It's weird. Why you like, bro? Go find you at your grown age. Go find someone who's almost the same age as you. What? Is it that hard?
And then later on, found out that they were.
Yeah, he said, they quote unquote lied. They probably said their age. Oh, I'm 12 years old. This thing probably went, that's the right age for me. Yo, like, literally, bro. Face up, James Charles. And I still don't know how he's not in jail. Already have the screenshot of his messages and all this sort of stuff. I mean, he is a public figure and he has money. So, I mean, valid.
Were actually 16. I have never, ever.
Okay. So he is cool. That is not predatory. I mean, they're still a minor. Okay, if you message a minor / 16-year-old calling them cute, is that predator? Yo, if I search this, okay, I'm just gonna Okay, no. The single message that sings Q is not. It's legally. Okay, okay. It's not. Itself the legally divine. However, it's a red flag. But yeah. It's a red flag for potentially predatory behavior, but you know, if you're an adult messaging us, you don't know. It's highly inappropriate and widely recognized as a common step in grooming. Okay, I mean, facts. Still.
Paid anybody to speak or to not speak about me.
If you're an adult, it's close to grooming. So, yeah.
And this will not be the first time that I do it. Because you're a lazy piece of shit and you're
So what the fuck, bro? If it was like a regular guy and he did that to like a girl, that would be crazy. And people are not gonna take James Charles seriously. He's probably been messing kids right now.
entitled.
Okay, no weird shit. I've always thought about it. Okay, not always, but yeah, this is gonna make me look weird. But listen, does James Charles take it or give it? Which one's bottom and which one's top? Is he like top or something? Okay, which? Why am I searching these up? Like, listen, is he bottom or top? Okay, is bottom. Which is top? Okay, yeah, this is. Oh, I thought that said Vaseline for sure. Top is a person who performs a top. Okay, the top is the person who performed the penetrial. I know how to say penetration, but penetrial or give stimulation. On the bottom is person who receives. So bottom receives. He's probably a bottom.
Now, to truly understand this narrative, I have to take you all the way back to his hometown of Bethlehem, New York, where James grew up as a wealthy kid.
Happy Halloween to all my fellow Americans and happy Day of the Dead or whatever to all my Mexican homies out there.
By the time he went to high
The heck?
school, James would become a theater nerd, jumping out of the closet at only 12 years old.
Hey guys, it's James, and today is Friday, so you know what that means. New video! Woohoo! Here's a nice picture of me that my friend took before I was about to walk the runway.
And although he was accepted at home, at school he was often bullied for his sexuality, and because of this he essentially turned to the internet to find acceptance. This is where his infatuation with Instagram and YouTube really began, at first posting videos about Mario Kart Wii.
It's the biggest piece of dog shit that I have ever heard. Everyone's laughing, by the way, but it's true because everybody's heard it too. Everyone heard it.
Now, as the years passed, James started vlogging and making other videos common for the time period, where people essentially stood in front of a camera to rant, make a skit, or simply talk about their life.
This might be really awkward, I'm not really sure how to vlog. I've only done this once before.
Okay. Yo, look-y valid, I mean. This guy's been on YouTube since YouTube started. Okay, no. Probably not that far, but like, he looks like he's like 16, around that age right now. Yeah, so he's basically like a YouTube OG. If that's the right label. Is that? Oh, yeah, whatever. Yeah, whatever. He's basically a YouTube OG. Oh, that. Let me see.
Grace, please work, bro. Please work. Okay, so what's it sound like? Yo, so okay, see? Hell no, bro. Fuck no, this shit is ass. Shit is ass.
Okay, wait a minute. Kid, just like the best one. I can't use no, my voice, whatever.
So this is really uncomfortable for me to hold a camera in front of my face, but I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna do my best to make it good for you guys. Look, it's a color for the gays. I started licking because that was my crush. That night, I pooped about Beyonce.
Still, he had virtually no audience, and at this time YouTube was much more of a hobby than anything else. So James was out here doing hair on the side for his classmates, and eventually his friend asked him to do her makeup on a whim before a school dance. And little did that friend know that she would be creating a monster who would show his true colors in only a couple of years. Because after this, James would practice doing makeup on himself, and this would lead to the first viral moments of his life, where he did some very extra stuff to get the perfect yearbook photo.
Emailed the photography studio, being like, was there be any chance of me being able to retake them? And they actually said yes. So I drove there right away, and I redid my makeup, and I brought my ring light with me. So I posted them on Instagram, and they went viral literally overnight. So I guess CoverGirl then saw that, and here we are.
And after only a couple of weeks of going viral, James would be the first.
Low-key, that was Aura, right?
And saw that, and here we are.
And after.
This is Aura, bro. This reminds me of some shit you see on like a wall in like a game or some shit. No, they have like the kings. They have the king sitting on a throne. Was that Minecraft? No, I don't think so. Whatever, yeah. This type of shit you see in like a rich person's house.
Only a couple of weeks of going viral, James would be the first man to ever be featured on CoverGirl magazine.
Hi guys, my name is James Charles and I am the newest CoverGirl. Celebrate lash equality with new So Lashy mascara.
And
Look.
Charles and I am the newest CoverGirl. Celebrate.
Gee, I can't even lie to you. People just be making shit. What the fuck is this? I know it's like a, you know, whatever it is, but like, what the fuck is this? And like, millions of people bought that shit, by the way, probably millions. But
Celebrate lash equality with new So Lashy mascara.
And during this time, he would even link up with the great white Diddy handler Ellen.
You're just gay, you like boys.
So suddenly James was on top of the world. He now had the money, the followers, the influence, and the opportunities falling out of his ass. But after only a few short months, the general public would get a sense of his true colors, after he took a trip to Africa and made jokes about getting Ebola. Obviously, with him trying to represent himself as a beacon of acceptance and equality, his newfound audience called this casual racism and arrogance. And of course, his first instinct to the backlash was to try and ignore the situation that he created, blocking anyone who had anything negative to say about it. But only one day later, he would give a PR response where he apologized for his white privilege.
I will not be talking about this anymore. It is done with. I learned so much and I'm looking forward to continuing to learn and to educate myself further.
And in comparison to the things that James would eventually get caught both saying and doing, this was actually very small potatoes. But it did plant the seeds that he was clearly not comfortable taking accountability. And this was also the first time that a company would choose to distance.
then I know this celebrity. I think I've seen him before. I don't know where though. Like, see, I know she's probably friends with Kim Kardashian. Or okay, please, do not put words in my mouth. Holy F. Holy F. I could always I can still service for 10 days, so I don't have to deal with Twitter. This is when Twitter was actually Twitter, bro. Now it's just an area for a bunch of right-wing weirdos who basically go to OnlyFans models every single day. And want to, and basically chop niggas making edits of looks matches just to feel happy about themselves. Let's see, bro. Like, I don't know. Those shits is actually funny though to me.
That he was clearly not comfortable taking accountability, and this was also the first time that a company would choose to distance themselves from him, as only months after solidifying his career, CoverGirl silently ended their deal. And after this, James would graduate high school and immediately move to the influencer ecosystem in Los Angeles, California. And by this time, he was deeply ingrained into the network of the most popular up-and-coming talent on YouTube. And through these collabs, he was funneling hundreds of thousands of subscribers and dollars to his channel every single month. And suddenly, James was surrounded by mainstream celebrities like the Kardashians, and he had officially gone from niche influencer.
Who's the other guy? Who's this?
James was surrounded by mainstream celebrities like the Kardashians.
Different celebrity. No, let me Google reverse image search this guy. Bro, What the flip? Please wait. Whether I'm trying to let me get some picture. No, I'm trying to find pictures to look. Find the person. Okay, Mario D did. Okay, the Diva Novik. Mario the Diva Novik. The Diva Novik. Unnecessarily makeup artist known as great long collaboration with he's the founders he's the founder CEO and CCO of his own beauty makeup by Mario. Okay, born in he became a I don't give a shit.
And he had officially gone from niche influencer to household name, getting 5 million views per video on his main channel and 8 to 15 million views on his collaboration page.
You've worked with some real heavy hitters.
Yeah. My favorite person that I've gotten to work with would probably be Kim Kardashian.
I know people, and even people in our circle. I love their art, but as a person, they just suck.
Yeah.
There's
so many of them.
Yep.
At this point, even people who didn't care at all about beauty and makeup knew who this guy was. His audience had long forgotten the Ebola tweets, and he was right back to being the golden boy of YouTube, landing a deal with another makeup company called Morphe right around the time that he hit 10 million subscribers. And so for almost a year, he worked with them to devise their product's launch. He teased and teased and teased it to his audience, and eventually they would release a makeup palette, selling out completely in 5 minutes.
Birmingham certainly felt the full impact of the popularity of James Charles on Saturday, as thousands crowded into the bullring for his appearance to open a shop there.
And eventually, when his product came out in stores, he had people wrapped around the block to get his collection. He would sell millions of units, and it is estimated that this netted him tens of millions of dollars to stack on the massive amount of money that he was already making from YouTube and other social media. And so there James was, 20 years old, millions in the bank, and really feeling completely invincible. And it was almost like right when he reached up to those heights, his empire would crumble before his very eyes. And the catalyst for his destruction was actually when one of his best friends in the industry would go out of her way to commit a character assassination for millions to see. In the scathing 48-minute video, she would claim that James was a toxic, entitled, predatory monster of a human being.
How entitled do you have to be to think that you have it rough? You are a 19-year-old millionaire. Everything is over-sexualized. That's the huge underlayer to this all, that I finally have had enough. Oh my God, you tried to trick a straight man into thinking he's gay yet again, and somehow you're the victim. You are using your fame, your power, your money to play with people's emotions. You're threatening to ruin them. You're threatening to embarrass them. And you're doing that to have them behave sexually in your favor, even if they're straight.
Basically, she claimed that James felt very entitled to other people, and that he did not care about their sexual orientation and made straight men feel uncomfortable. She says that in his mind, because he was rich and famous, he could have access to whomever he wanted, as if he viewed straight men as
That's some billionaire mentality, bro. More like, okay, let's just say rich people mentality. I'm not gonna just say billionaires on that. Everything belongs to me. Shit, bro.
prizes to be collected. Which, let's be honest for a second, guys, if you were doing gay stuff for money, you're gay, big dog.
I thought around his parents that he would not behave this way. Like, it was just like, no big deal. Like, sucking dick and cock. Like, I'm just like, oh my God. You were talking in detail about things you wanted to do to the waiter. And when I said, James, he's straight, your response was, doesn't matter, I'm a celebrity.
And this would kind of open the floodgates, and the internet began piecing together compilations that went viral, where James appeared to make straight men uncomfortable when they made content together.
Hold the tips and push them together. Push the tips together.
Don't say that. I'm not pushing the tips together.
Stop!
What are 3 qualities that you would look for in a long-term relationship?
That's a good question. You gotta have a good sense of humor.
Yeah.
That's the most important.
You tell me I'm funny to every single DM I send you?
Yeah, okay, second one, you have to be a woman because
I am a woman! Thank you again to my incredible,
Thank you.
beautiful future husband, Jeff. We love you and we will see you in the next one.
we're actually going to mukbang IHOP right now. You wanna come?
Yo, what the? Yo, I thought that was what's his name? Jack Doherty for a second. The guy in the car. I thought he kind of did look like him for a second, but maybe it was just I just seeing things. But yeah.
Oh, can you just bang me instead?
We're actually going to mukbang IHOP right now. You wanna come?
Oh, can you just bang me instead?
Look at him. Bro went from Bro was literally flabbergasted. You flabbergasted, bro. You wanna look? Yo, this is crazy, bro. Okay, look. He could have been just clip farming. Try to clip farm before clip farm is a thing.
And on
Look at you. Yo, bro, I actually drove away, bro. Damn.
Hop right now. You want to come? Oh, can you just bang me instead?
And obviously, this expose led to massive backlash, and James would lose over 3 million subscribers in the matter of a couple of weeks. At this point, both he and his ego had finally been exposed for the world to see, by his mentor in the industry nonetheless, and this really all happened because she felt like he crossed her. But still, I will say, this was very light in comparison to the hell that would soon break out in his life. Oh, damn. I didn't see
Fuck no.
cross page.
Fuck no.
So go February 20th to cash to
Freaking- oh yeah, I use that.
2021.
Bro, I use that shit. I say it's a scam, bro. Again, no, it's not a scam. I'm trolling. I mean, yeah. Whatever.
16-year-old boy named Isaiah would post evidence onto TikTok of James Charles attempting to have an intimate relationship with him, including screen recordings, Snapchat messages, as well as other evidence that James was the one pursuing him. Claiming that the conversation had escalated to the point where James was wanting to exchange inappropriate messages and photos.
I went into the bathroom, and I guess he saw the bathroom light, so he started making the conversation very sexual and made me really uncomfortable. So after sending me that first picture of his body, explicitly, he sent me multiple after that, and then he proceeds to say, oh, but I didn't even get to see the meaning my body. And after telling him, like, no, like, I'm not gonna send it to you, he kept on, started making the conversation very sexual and made me really uncomfortable. So after sending me that first picture of his body, explicitly, he sent me multiple after that. And then he proceeds to say, oh, but I didn't even get to see the, meaning my body. And after telling him, like, no, like, I'm not gonna send it to you, he kept on.
Wait. Is that one of the twins, I guess, in the press? One of these guys.
Relationship with him.
Wait, are they twins?
A boy named Isaiah would post evidence onto TikTok of James Charles attempting to have an intimate relationship pursuing him, claiming that the conversation had escalated to the point where James was wanting to exchange inappropriate messages and photos.
I went into the bathroom, and I guess he saw the bathroom light, so he started making the conversation very sexual and made me really uncomfortable. So after sending me that first picture of his body, explicitly, he sent me multiple after that. And then he proceeds to say, oh, but I didn't even get to see the, meaning my body. And after telling him, like, no, like, I'm not gonna send it to you, he kept on asking for pictures and videos of body hair and me flexing and stuff.
Now, of course, James would deny these allegations while simultaneously blaming the kid, claiming that he had an ulterior motive from the very start and that he had lied to him about his age. Obviously, this defensive statement did not go over well with the general public, as he no longer had receipts like in his other clapback videos. They kinda saved him from the angry mentor. This was different. It was like James was truly backed into a corner, as the grand majority of people with the brain understand that it is always the adult's job to verify age in a situation that could potentially involve a minor. Either way, this is when all hell broke loose and the floodgates really opened, as over 15 different people would come forward to share their almost identical interactions with James.
Damn.
Essentially, he was treating his Instagram Explore page on
I
TikTok.
remember he said his ass, not her asshole, but he said something like that. Like this, I remember it was so like I don't know if it was 17 or 18, one of them, some little guy. I wouldn't say it's little if he's 17, 18. I don't know how tall it was, whatever. Not little, but yeah, he was like, oh. Remember, it was a video. I remember I saw it when it leaked. No butt T-Mon shit. But yeah.
Or Instagram, like a never-ending dating cesspool of potential suitors. The only
literally broke her. Did she go on TikTok or whatever? Found a gay guy who's basically, making videos. Oh my geez, I want James Charles, some shit like that. And literally find out and actually shoot. They can both shoot shots at each other, whatever, and maybe get together. Boom, easy as that. It's like he's only attracted to like straight guys. Why not just find
problem for him was
find like a bisexual guy or some shit?
that people lie about shit online. And the guys he was going after looked very young. Basically, he would DM guys.
Literally, he could literally go on all this shit and easily find a match. But no, all straight guys, my type. Isn't going for gay guys. How you making your straight friends uncomfortable, bro?
guys that he found attractive, transitioned the conversation to Snapchat.
I had the mentality that I could reach out to literally anybody and use my Explore page and For You page as a dating app, and eventually I would just happen to find the right person.
And immediately push messages into an explicit place. This was the consistent pattern in these people's stories who came forward, though I will say there was a lot of fake shit out there too, like fake screenshots, things that never really happened. Either way, if he would have just taken a quick look into their profile, it really should have told him that they might be too young for him. Maybe recent photos of them playing high school sports, or doing other high school things like going to prom or homecoming. Being tagged in a picture by a 15-year-old girl, you know, it might just give you a hint. And so after 5 weeks, James would release and then later delete a video called Holding Myself Accountable, and in this video not only does he have the worst haircut in human history.
Yo, you cannot diss my guy, what's the name? Fuck, what's the guy from JoJo? Josuke. You cannot diss my guy, Josuke. Not the worst haircut. He's gonna get mad. Oh, what? Yo, I have a thing. What if James Charles is Josuke? Like, think about it. The haircut, boom. The haircut. Have you seen that? Same haircut. Same haircut. Look. Where's haircut? His quote. Josuke's always mad when they say he has such trash haircut. What if James Charles is Josuke? I think I caught it. I found it. Maybe Josuke from a different universe. You know how there's different universes. How Funny Valentine can go into so many different universes and shit, or pocket dimension, whatever you want to call it. What if he found one of those, brought it to our world, and Josuke was James Charles? Ooh. See, look. I basically caught the dot. No one caught. Does that even make sense? Well, yeah, whatever. Yeah, you get my point.
History, but he also straight up admits the two of these accusers were 16 years old when they interacted. Though he does say
If a different guy did that, he's gonna be a pedophile and sent to jail. But no, now that it's government money. Oh yes, it's not that bad. Police are just gonna it's okay. Must smell like skunk.
that they both lied about their age.
In case anybody isn't aware of what's going on, within the past couple of weeks, 2 different people, both under the age of 18, have recently come forward saying that they had inappropriate messages to me on social media. One of them being from last year and one of them being from more recent. In both of these cases, I added these people on Snapchat, asked how old they were right away, was told that they were 18, believed them, engaged in a flirty conversation, and then later on found out that they were actually 16. Later on, when I saw them making videos about it and those videos going viral, my immediate reaction, completely honestly, was to be really, really upset.
Now, people were not buying this idea that James did not understand the power dynamics that came with a celebrity reaching out to an impressionable teenager like this. As virtually no one felt any sympathy for his dating life struggles, I feel like if anything, it just made him look more like a...
There's literally fucking hints at all these dating apps he could have used. But no, dang. Actually, not everyone. Yeah, he could just find... Isn't it like straight by on the shit? I don't fucking know. Well, yeah, whatever. Do they have that on Hinge? I don't, like I said, I don't know. There's literally even fucking Grindr, bro. There's literally Grindr. I don't even know what this. All I know is all these MAGA guys are usually on it that are predators, usually on that shit. But yeah, besides that,
in all other areas of my life, my friends, my business, I like to think of myself as pretty put together and on top of things, and I couldn't understand why relationships were the one outlier. Why were they not working? Why was this area of me so different? And I finally came to a conclusion. It's sucks.
Yo. It's because you're a stand user. Oh, stand users always get attracted to stand users. Are you catching it? You catching what you're not catching? Oh my days. See, yo, literally, bro. Stand users they're always drawn together like magnets. That's why he might like kids. Maybe his stand makes him like kids. Just like that one stand that basically makes it that when you spend money, you get double. And which is a curse that eventually would kill you, because the more you spend, the more it happens. You get more money. Spend a mil, you get 2 mil. Spend 2 mil, increase it. But what if his thing is just makes him attracted to children? Yeah. Okay, I'm done trolling.
And it is ridiculously embarrassing to admit this, but I'm desperate.
Like, if anything, this apology was really the final nail in the coffin for his brand as he would know it, as James would lose his extremely lucrative business partnerships, immediately be demonetized by YouTube, and also exiled from his reality TV show hosting duties. Not only that, but he was now dead to the mainstream industry, who wanted nothing to do with a walking
You could get with that guy or some shit. I don't know if that's I don't know if that's a
Our
girl
nightmare.
or on the other side. That's a girl.
And literally right after this, things would only get worse, as the monster would continue to come to light, as only 3 months after the creep scandal.
Isha actually spoke about working on okay. She alleges that he fired her unfairly.
A former employee
Nigga,
would
shut
sue.
the fuck up. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, yeah. She alleges that he fired her unfairly and would regularly make unacceptable demands.
James, claiming severe mistreatment, labor violations, and wrongful termination. Basically, this girl who worked for James for around 6 months said that he lied about what her pay would actually be, and that he had promised her a 6-figure salary when he brought her on with full benefits, but in all actuality, he would end up only paying her $5,000 a month with no benefits. She claimed that she was
Bro, 5K
working over 80
is
to
good, no? Okay. No, really? Someone. Most people don't even make that.
100 hours per week as his creative director, essentially editing his videos and scratching his ass for 12 hours a day around the clock. Actually, her worst allegation was that he asked her to shave his ass so that he could wear assless chaps to Coachella. Yes, I'm dead serious.
Brother, bro. First off, can't he do it himself? Why you ask another person to shave your ass for you? The only time I'll ever do that, pay me like a fucking 100K. I'm gonna do that shit blindfolded, bro. 100K? Yo, pause, bro. Never mind. Maybe 3 mil. 3 mil, I'm not doing it. For sure.
In the end, he would fire her over the phone after she had a severe head injury and was advised by a doctor to avoid looking at any screens, which was obviously a key point of her job.
Isn't that like a concussion?
And I would have to think that this is when she started cooking up a lawsuit. Either way, once this all went public, James would respond by calling it a legal shakedown for hundreds of thousands of dollars.
The suit was all online. You can read through it if you really want to, but it basically alleges that she was wrongfully terminated, overworked, and underpaid, all of which are untrue. Contrary to popular belief, I have never, ever paid anybody to speak or to not speak about me, and this will not be the first time that I do it. It just won't.
His main defense is that she was an at-will employee who was fired for reasons other than her newfound medical conditions.
The case also kind of makes it seem like she's just trying to get back like the wages that she feels like she should.
Jobs allowed to fire you for no. That's actually getting injured is not really a dumb reason. Oh yeah, I just flip. Oh, I said a bad word, bro. J-O. I get injured severely. Fuck, I didn't even spell it right. Severe. Oh, I did spell it right in the first place. No, it's illegal for an employee to pay for a severe injury. Foreign workers can. But you are allowed to fire the person.
that have been paid for her work, which I wish were the truth because in reality, this suit is actually for hundreds of thousands of dollars.
And despite his strong stance that he would not be paying her a dime, after a year the two parties would agree on a private settlement, where the employee had to sign an NDA to not speak about James or the job situation again publicly. Also keep in mind that when this lawsuit went public, James did try to paint her as an opportunistic clout chaser who wanted to pile onto the allegations from Snapchat.
There's a lot going on, and I currently feel as though the situation that I was in is being taken advantage of, and I feel as though I'm being blackmailed.
When in reality, she had filed a suit months before any of that stuff had come to light. This is yet another example of James being dishonest to attempt to make himself look better. After this, he would take a couple of months away from posting on the internet. But feeling the lack of attention, that dopamine hit, he once again started to act out, posting videos of himself twerking all across the internet, which was once again an absolute PR nightmare. This would cause him to lose hundreds of thousands of followers in a single day, as most people found these videos to be in poor taste to say the least, given his recent allegations of being a creep. And as the years have rolled on, James has faced other situations that have seriously damaged his brand. In 2023, he would continue to use social media as a dating app, and when someone leaked their conversation, well, we at least knew that he now made sure to verify age, also adding that being his boyfriend was a very lucrative role, his requirements being 6'2" with a big ol' swinging hammer, he needs armpit hair, he needs FaceTime calls, but no, you will not be getting a salary. But you will get to live in his $10 million mansion, enjoying traveling with his huge ass and his amazing salary, but you will get to live in his 10
include a cute boyfriend. Okay, with a great personality, huge ass, free living. Free living in a 10 million dollar house in LA. Fun travel opportunities. Neck play. Okay, what's another word for that? I know it's head, whatever, but neck massage. I'm just gonna call it that. Family friendly and more.
$10 million mansion.
Are we serious, bro? Are we actually serious, bro? Wait, let me see if my shit works. Wait. Give me a minute, a second. Yeah, low-key this is ass. Once it's not working. My whole shit is not working. But yeah, it is what it is.
Enjoying traveling with his huge ass and his amazing personality.
Step back, I think I'm gonna vomit!
On a serious note though, in 2024, Ethan Klein would put up
Hey, James, I hear you text some young. Who you made this shit?
massive billboards in Los Angeles, calling out James and his past allegations, to which he allegedly went into overdrive to get taken down.
But yeah, the big story was the billboard did go up on Friday, but then on
Sunday, I think?
Sunday, after one day,
yeah,
the billboard in the middle of the day on Sunday mysteriously taken down.
Yeah, it seemed like it happened around 2 p.m.
Legally, we cleared it with legal, we cleared it with the advertising company, like we crossed all of our T's, dotted all of our I's.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a $10,000 billboard, so the act of cutting that down would be a felony, I would believe.
And now we get to the current day, where he newsflash has fucked up majorly once again. And it really just shows
Oh, you're another kid, bro. What are we doing?
that through all the years and the
Like, nigga can't like just. Okay. Hopefully it's not another
various
kid.
controversy that he has learned virtually nothing.
Look, I'm just gonna, look. Like I said, literally, I'm just going to act like I don't know shit. What happened? Okay, this is better. Yeah, I'm not gonna make assumptions. Maybe he was talking to a kid. Just gonna leave it. Let me hear what Jamari says. Please don't be a kid. Please, I beg you. I'll get on my knees right now. Please, please, don't be a kid. Please don't be a kid. Okay. Whew. Okay. I'm gonna go. Please.
Basically, he went on to TikTok completely unprovoked. and posted a video of himself enraged, yelling at the phone at a random person
Oh yeah, I remember this. Wasn't it? Because she lost her job, and she basically asked him if he can give him some money or something like that. Come back. Ah, yes.
Who DM'd him asking for a donation after they got laid off from Spirit Airlines. Obviously, earlier this year, the airline shut down completely, and around 17,000 people were out of a job immediately. This is where James, of course, rides in on his high horse.
I just got a DM on here from a girl that said, "Good morning, James. I know you'll probably never see this, but if you could just take 1 minute to read it, it would really mean a lot to me. I'm really struggling right now because Spirit Airlines just filed for bankruptcy and I have lost my job. Here's a GoFundMe link. Any donations help." I'm sure they do, sweetheart. I'm sure they do. You know what else would help you? Getting another job. Yeah, try that. Because in the time that it took you to copy and paste the same fuck-ass message to myself, who you don't follow, by the way, and probably 100 other influencers and celebrities, you could have applied for 100
Bro, literally, you don't follow him, so? Yo, see, that definitely made him like, nigga, who the fuck are you? I'm not doing shit. Like, he was... How you asking an influencer and you don't follow him? It's like Mr. P's. Literally, oh, I'll give you money if you follow me, walking on the street, and you don't follow him. How do you expect to get it? He probably would have considered it if it was, follow.
other jobs, but you didn't because you're a lazy piece of shit and you're entitled. And you think that influencers and celebrities should fund your life for you. Why would I ever help you? You're not a fan. You don't even follow me. You've never supported me. This is your first time DMing. And you think that I'm gonna send you money because you lost your job? Oh my God, welcome to the real world, sweetheart. Why would I fucking help you? This bitch, you lost your fucking job? Oh.
For me? Yeah, low-key. If you're not. I don't even know what I'll do in this situation. Maybe post a GoFundMe. A million people will probably see that shit and boom. She's gonna be a millionaire overnight. Then more people is probably gonna start doing it too.
Oh, what are we gonna do? Nothing!
Now obviously, he just came off looking like an entitled prick here. I mean, to be honest, he might be pulling ahead of Jack Doherty for the most punchable face on the internet. To me, James himself is lucky to still be making money online. Hell, he's lucky that his sassy ass ain't behind bars eating cat food. And I have to say, out of everything, even though some of it is clearly more disgusting than this video was probably the cringiest thing that he's ever done. Talking about the real world when he has never in his life worked a real job. As a matter of fact, he was born into a wealthy family, and now is arguably within the most protected class of human in modern American civilization. Now, should this girl have been out there begging for money? Probably not, but did he have to erupt like this and make an ass of himself? No. Either way, the girl who sent the message would post a response video.
It's me. I'm the girl that James Charles talked about in that video. Did James Charles really send you that message? He did. He decided to message me on TikTok, and he wanted to privately apologize. I know another question on here is, do I accept his apology? So I'm just gonna answer it right together. Hell no.
And after James lost over 1 million followers on his accounts, he would start panicking and completely backtracked, acting like he was some innocent kid who did not know what he was saying.
Yesterday morning, I posted a video on this account talking about how a woman had lost her job at Spirit Airlines, and she sent me a message with a GoFundMe link asking me to donate. And the video was basically me yelling at the camera, being super upset and frustrated because this person had never followed me, never supported me before. Her message just triggered me, and I decided instead to make a video about it. This video was fucking stupid. It was rude, it was obnoxious, it was privileged, and most importantly, it was completely fucking unnecessary because it came across as super fucking privileged and like I was basically shaming.
Not days, bro. Niggas, shut up with the ChatGPT fucking apologies, bro.
Anybody that's unemployed.
Like, look, idiot. You woke up in your mansion, checked your DMs like you do every day with your thirsty ass, and read this short message that triggered you so much that you turned on your camera, ranted into your phone, went back, replayed, and edited the rants, and thought that you were so in the right that you posted it up online.
I get a lot of messages like this every single day, and for me personally, it definitely sucks to receive messages for people that don't follow you and don't support you, treating you like our personal ATM or bank account.
Well, here's an idea for you, James. Why don't you stop reading your social media messages altogether? Oh wait, you can't because you're addicted to that shit. 2 weeks later, the followers were still bleeding out, and so James would then release another video where he once again tries to double down on the apology.
To be completely honest with you, don't know what I was going through that day that led to me or allowed me to be so triggered by an individual one-off message like that, and I really don't know what the hell went through my head to think it was appropriate in any way, shape, or form to make a piece of content about somebody reaching out asking for a helping hand at a vulnerable time. In the initial video, I made a comment of like, welcome to the real world, why don't you just go get another job? And I now realize that that is literally just not possible. I knew that the economy and the job market weren't great, but I'm ashamed to admit my level of ignorance when it came to how bad it actually was. I have been far departed from that for a very fucking long time because of the privileged, secluded little influencer bubble that I have been in.
Oh, I didn't know people don't got money out here. I didn't know people working 2 jobs still can't eat or pay their rent or feed their families. Like, my guy, if you do not shut the fuck up with your privileged ass.
I have lost my job.
You literally spawned in on easy mode, and then you want to talk down on people from a multi-million-dollar house that working class individuals funded through buying your products and watching your videos.
Come on, man, what the fuck is you doing, cuz?
Now after this, James would continue to try and save face, mainly by donating money to another person who had been fired from Spirit Airlines, a whopping $500 for the multimillionaire. I just really cannot fathom how he continues to make the same stupid mistakes over and over again. Like, at some point it is obvious that this guy just has a serious character flaw. In general, this guy has shown himself to be a downright nasty person with a mean spirit. Like, you don't even have to be that down to earth to understand how crappy most people have it right now when it comes to having no purchasing power in their life. I'm talking about people with full-time professional jobs. You know, they went all through college, they bought into all the stuff, and then they're still forced to live with their parents into their 30s. I'm talking about people who used to be high-earning professionals with great jobs, who are now forced to work fast food or retail simply because the job market is so bad, and they can't even get a job interview. Families who don't know where their next meal will come from. I mean, overall, I would hope that 2026 is the year that we finally leave this guy in the past, because he has shown himself time and time again to be, in my opinion, an out-of-touch sociopath. It's like from the very start when the light was shined, the cockroaches really jumped the fuck out. But either way, I want to know what you guys think about the overall career of James Charles down below. Were you part of the Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants at one time? And now do you...
Hi, sisters. No, like, let's see, bro. I don't know what he was on, bro. I have to be on something. Why make the video and post it? I'm gonna make the video, just keep it at draft or some shit, bro.